Hey guys, my name is Rob Noire, and welcome back to Slime Rancher. So, it's been a while since I've played this game. Longer for me to have played it than for you to have seen an episode by me, if you actually followed the series. So there's been a big update. And actually, before I go any further, I want to apologize if the audio quality in this episode isn't the greatest. There's a lot of noise, but I really don't have a lot of time, so I'm taking advantage to record when I can. Hopefully it turns out alright, if not, I'm sorry. So yeah, there's been a big update, the Slime Science Update. That update actually came out before I actually finished putting up, like, the last episode of the Slime Rancher that I recorded. If you guys haven't figured it out, I've been working off of a backlog. I'll get more into that in the episode when I'm traveling, just because there's no point opening it, talking for 5 minutes while I'm doing nothing when there's going to be a lot of, but yeah. So, Slime Rancher, there was a huge update called the Science Update, where they added a lab, a new ranch expansion, all this other cool stuff. I've played this game twice between my last episode and after the update came out. I haven't touched any new content. All I've done is just the basic ranching, the stuff to maintain this, I kind of left my ranch really not in a good position in the last one. So I fixed all that, and I've made a few changes, and I'm just going to go over quickly here at the top of the episode everything that's changed, everything that's happened, and then we'll get into the new stuff, alright? So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so the very first thing I did, I didn't remember this when I was doing it, you might have remembered from the episode, was there were tons of fucking Largos in here. Because these guys shot a plort into there. So I got rid of all that. And then the biggest thing is, basically, I cut the number of slimes per pen, per corral, down to 5. I don't need the money, as you see I'm at 71 right now, 71,000. Just to make life so much easier for myself, not to be so super stressed, I cut it all down to 5. So there's 5 of everybody. So basically, like I said, all I've been doing, I've done the rounds, I went to like some of the other areas to get extra fruit and stuff. So I did brush briefly with some new content, but nothing to really spoil anything. Was it 4 of these? I think it was 4 of these. So nothing to really spoil much. They added a new area, and when trying to teleport back home, I briefly stepped into it, and I think I saw a new slime, which is kind of correlated by the fact that over here I noticed a new plort. It actually took me a minute. I went through all the plorts that I knew and checked, and yeah, this looks kind of like a rock slime. What I think I saw had spikes, but I didn't really get a good look at it, so I mean, I think there's a new slime, which means I might have to get rid of probably my rock slimes, or maybe my tabbies, just because I have these guys instead. But yeah, fuck, I gotta get on that. I accidentally shot off a plort while fixing my recording setup. Okay, I'm sure you guys left me some. So yeah, I briefly stepped in there while trying to teleport back home, and they've changed the teleporters, by the way. They really improved them. But briefly saw that, but I didn't really do much, so it's still gonna be like us exploring it together, And then, what else was new? Oh yeah, in the rad slime area, I actually discovered a new vegetable that I'd never heard of. Let's just see what this gives us first. Alright, veggies. There's worse things. So yeah, there's that new area. There's also another new area that was kind of like just an add-on expansion to another existing area, but there's nothing really new in there. And oh yeah, the odd onion. Let me show you that before I head out for the day. So you see that there, it says growing and it shows that weird picture. That's an odd onion. I'm assuming these are probably the favorite food of some slime, maybe the new guys. I'm not sure. When I put it to grow, though, it actually grows carrots, and occasionally an onion will show up, which is really weird. I looked in the Slimepedia, and like that's what's supposed to happen. So Yeah. I still got all this shit growing just like I did before. Everything's ready for harvest. Alright, I gotta fucking harvest. Sorry guys. Back shortly. So as you guys can see, this area hasn't actually changed all that much. Just been kind of filling everything up. Like this here, I was out, so I switched my honey slimes to just pogo fruit, and then now they're full. I've got a full thing of pogo fruit, so now I'm just stocking up on that. I got some Q berries. This I had originally intended for storing plorts. Here I got those weird onions. Here I got these guys, which I'm gonna give to my boom slimes when they finally go through all of this shit. Regular chickens. And here I have some pink plorts for the science update. So like I said, I haven't actually played with the update, but when the update came out, I haven't even seen any videos, by the way. So it's totally new. But when the update came out, they had mentioned that you needed like a lot of building supplies, like plorts and other shit to be able to make the best of it. So that's why I'm holding on to pink plorts, because I don't have any in stock. And something else I'll say, I noticed with 5 slimes, they don't eat enough to keep up with the auto feeder, which is kind of an issue. Like, look at all that shit in there. So maybe I'll up it to like 7, but it's not gonna be in this one. This, fuck you, I need my chickens. So, might actually not get to the science update till next episode. Right, I'll unlock, actually, you know what? I'll make sure to unlock it in this one. Might not get to do it until next episode. The reason is I want to show you the cool, oh, roostros need those. I want to show you all the cool shit that's kind of like new and exploring that I've come across. Is there nothing down there? And then, yeah. I'm hopeful that with all the new updates, I'll be able to get 2 episodes out of this. If I can't, if it's only 1, I'm only going to do 1 then. If it's an extra long episode, it's an extra long episode. I'd rather produce, like, put out something I'm happy with than just milk it like some Let's Players do to try and get the most episodes I can. So yeah. Alright, so actually while I'm traveling, that's what I can do. Well, before I get to that actually, this is one of the new things. I'm assuming it has something to do with the slime invention. They're fucking everywhere. Oh, wow. Hey, and that's what the new teleporters look like. Fuck you, Tar, I'm talking. See, they actually show you where they're going to teleport you. You go through, this is where it teleports you, and they work both ways. It's actually really nice to be playing this game again. For you, it has been probably a month. For me, it has been like 3. Yeah, maybe about 3 since I finished Slime Rancher. Well, I'm getting some slowdown in the game, too. I don't know how this is going to look or work on the capture. Hopefully these episodes turn out well. So as I mentioned, we're working out of a backlog. Some friends of mine who watch my channel have mentioned it. Well, here's kind of confirmation for you guys. Basically, the camera that I used to film every Let's Play we did before I started using this webcam, which is temporary, by the way, was not mine. It was my brother-in-law's. He was very nice to let me borrow it for an extended period of time because he doesn't really use it that much. And then they went on a trip and they needed it back. So in the space of a month, I filmed like 3+ months of content. And the reason why I don't mind telling you this is because this is going up according to my plan, if nothing changes. And if it does, maybe I'll cut this bit out. The reason why I'm telling you this is because this is going up on a week where, this is the last week where we're on a backlog. The week after this, we should be filming with my good camera. This is another little area I noticed. Another one of these treasure pods. Should be filming with the new camera, which at this point I have bought, but it has not arrived. I don't need a Stony, I don't need a Pogo. So we'll be filming using that. It's just as good a quality as the camera I was using before. Much better than this webcam. I'll be able to do like the full thing where you look at us while we react, all that shit again. So yeah, so I filmed a shit ton of content in that short period of time, knowing that I probably wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't have a camera for a while. And then I just filmed everything I could. Like, I just filmed a crap ton of episodes. Because I didn't want it to be like, this channel, I do a video a day. This channel, I didn't want to run out of videos and be like, well, if I tried harder, So I filmed as much as I possibly could in a short period of time. And it ended up being a fuck ton, like so much more than I realized. So even at this point where I can kind of film episodes, they're not going to go up for like a month or two. About a month, actually. Just because, well, we got this epic backlog and there's no point adding to the fucking backlog, you know what I mean? So, that's it. Most of the shit is pre-recorded. Although even when we didn't have a backlog, I don't film the same day I put it up. I'm sorry, it usually gets filmed the week before. I have a life, technical difficulties occur. It's just not worth the stress of trying to make that a thing. I know the big YouTubers do it, but this channel, at the incredibly small size it is when I'm filming this, and probably it still is when this is going up, it's not worth it. I do absolutely love comments. I try and reply to them and incorporate that into the gameplay, like what people say. And that's why we're not going to have a massive backlog. It's going to be like a week in advance afterwards. But, I mean, that's just kind of how it was. And, I mean, I filmed enough to keep the channel going. Which is really, that was my goal. So, any more roosters? Collecting roosters, by the way, because they're the Hunter Slime's favorites. So yeah, in terms of having like the backlog and that, I mean, a lot of channels do it. I didn't realize the magnitude of what I had done. Like, I literally, that month, I lived, I worked, I recorded, and I edited. We didn't miss a single video upload during that time either, even though I was recording like every fucking waking hour, so. Oh yeah, the secret area is back here. So yeah, that backlog, it's about to come to an end. It's still a little, at this moment when you're watching this, we're still running off of the backlog, yes. This is where it was. In fact, the episode that this week goes up, the Friday and the Sunday episodes, which are weird episodes, and I'll say why in a second, but those episodes were actually recorded a little while before this was. Because the Friday and the Sunday episodes, I'm sorry. The reason is, Fridays and Sundays, I try and put up a different kind of content than what I put up. And this is a new area, by the way, and just while I'm talking. Try and put up a different kind of content. Like Fridays, usually it's supposed to be a more fun kind of video. Sunday is either co-op, which we ran out of, or like weird, interesting games, like artsy games that are hard to define. Oh, I gotta talk while I'm dealing with fucking this shit too. This is a hostile area with hostile hunter slimes. So yeah. So because of that, when working out the schedule for finishing the backlog and all that, I realized that we were a little light on the Friday and Saturday things, and I actually thought I had lost another series which would have finished as of the time this is going up, Honeycam. But because of that, then I had extra content, so I needed to film a few more episodes. So today I'm filming this and a few more. And that's why the stuff that was going to be last week ending the backlog is now a week later. This is where the area really begins. So it's now a week later than, I would have intended, which is why I'm filming a bit more, but I'm happy because it means I get to film some more Slime Rancher, and I love this game. So this area, I don't, it's just kind of like this new area they added. There's a couple of those treasure pods. I think there's one down here, in fact. Oh, make it. Ooh, hey. Yeah, see, there's one right down there. I didn't want to jump down and then have to work my way back. But it's just like a connecting area between the main area and this here, where you might recognize is where I got the majority of my puddle slimes and stuff. Hey, Q-berries. So I can warp back home, unload all this stuff. See what I mean about, like, the overflow? Alright guys, you might recognize this area. This was the area where all the rat slimes are. I think it's still the only area you can get those. I'm pretty sure the way that I found to that new area with the new slimes was using a teleporter in here? That's back to my place. I'm not 100% sure, because like the moment I stepped through there I was like, shit, I shouldn't be here, and I tried to go back home, so I'm going to try and find that and then we'll reconvene. Okay, so this is it. This is where I killed the giant rock slime Gordo and he let loose like 1 billion golden slimes. Why do I hear chickens? Like super loud. Why do I hear chickens? So this is where I accidentally stepped through. This is the new area. And it's like volcanic and shit. But the volcanoes don't seem to hurt me as far as I can tell. Oh, there's just slime sea right there, so... Huh. That's what I saw. Whoa. Okay. I'll need one more of these guys. They all look like Gordos, though. Oh, there we go. Diet veggie. I bet they like those fucking weird onions. Hey, Roostro. This whole area is actually kind of cool. Hey, rat slimes. Okay, so there's now more than one area where you can get rat slimes. Cool. Hey, looking down where I was I like this area. They did a good job on designing this. Something else I'll mention, I mentioned how much I hate the jetpack in this game, because it's super finicky. It seems like they have improved it a little. I still have issues with it, but it looks like they're trying to fix it, which is good. Alright guys, well it looks like I've actually explored everything I can find here. I don't really see any other paths. So I guess this area is just a dead end for now. I was expecting maybe a Gordo. You know what, I'll keep looking just because it seems kind of weird if they don't have a Gordo here. Right? Alright guys, well unless I'm just not seeing it, there's no Gordo, so back to the ranch. Alright guys, well that's where I'm going to end this episode. I'm back on the ranch, I've got the new slimes, I explored some new stuff. I talked for a while, I'm sure most of that's coming in, so getting put in, you know. So yeah, I'm not gonna make a new corral and get rid of the rock slimes yet, because I have a hunch that there might be some more corrals with the science lab. I remember reading about that when they announced the update. I don't know if that stayed in, so yeah, I'll get this ranch set up, I'll get everything good, and we're gonna open with me opening up the science lab, so yeah guys, thanks a lot for watching. Definitely stay tuned for the next one. It's gonna be all new content. It's gonna be pretty interesting, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, my name is Rob Noire, and welcome back to Slime Rancher. This is probably gonna be my last episode for a while. I've kind of worked my way through most of the content that's currently available, well, pretty much all of the content. Maybe not. It's a game from around the same time, exact same premise, which is you're like this little thing and you're going around eating other things smaller than you to try and become the biggest thing so you can eat everything and win. So yeah, that's